Emma from Theseglitteryhands, and today I'm going to do a resin tutorial using the Gedeo Resin Crystal. So this is really easy to use. I use it most of the time to make my jewellery. Let's see. It comes out really clear. It's just really easy. So inside you get a big thing of resin, a little one of hardener, you get some gloves, and you also get, what have I done with it? You also get like a lollipop stick with that as well, and you do get a measuring cup, but I've already used that, so useless. So your little gloves, I would recommend putting the gloves on, they're not very glamorous. Ooh. There we go. And the gloves. I would really recommend, if you're going to do resin a lot, buy loads of plastic cups, just your general party cups, and loads of these. Resin is an absolute pain to clean off of anything, so you want to just have something you can throw away, because it just won't come off bowls and things. It's just a waste of time. You're also going to need a mould. I would highly recommend a silicone mould, especially if it's your first time doing resin, because these are really easy to demould at the end and to clean out. Well, obviously I haven't cleaned this one out. And the other thing you're going to need is some glitter. Woohoo! So, to start with, you need to measure out your resin. So it's 2 parts resin to 1 part hardener. So however much you make, whatever you do, you have to do 2 of that, 1 of that. So that's really important. The thing it comes with is really handy for measuring out, but I'm going to be a bit more dangerous. So I'm going to go in, just pouring it in. This one's the gloopy one. Resin's gloopy. Now, always replace the right lid on top. That might sound stupid, but if you put that lid on that lid, you're never going to get it off again. Ruined. Okay. Okay, so I've done 10. This is a good thing if once you've used the measuring thing and you can't be bothered to clean it off. I use a cup, and this one's got ridges on. Wait a minute. Let me take this off. So I've done 10 ridges there, and then I know I can do 5 more of hardener, and then we'll have the right amount. Yeah. So I'm going to go straight in with my hardener. Oh, there we go. So. I'm going to go with that. Lid on. Done with those. Goodbye. Put me go. Okay, so take your wooden spoon and you mix away. So you've got the hardener is more watery and the resin is more gloopy. I can't really describe what it's like. Just gloopy. Kind of like a sauce, maybe. Okay, so you're going to give this a really good mix. Mix and mix. I mean, it kind of goes cloudy. You want it to go as clear as possible, so just keep going. And you're going to get loads of air bubbles in there, and we'll sort them out in a minute. So really, don't worry. Mix in. Yeah. Beautiful. Right, then just leave it right there. I always suggest you fill your mould, leave that for the air bubbles to come out, for it to settle a minute. This hardener takes 24 hours to set the resin, so you've got plenty of time. If this was a 20-minute one, I would say quick, get these prepped first. But because we've got time here, leave that to let your air bubbles pop out. It can sort itself out. So, I've got a few moulds. These are, I buy ice cube moulds. They're really cheap. Buy them from the pound shop, you know, anywhere. And you get some really fun shapes. Sausage dogs. Sorry, everything's covered in glitter. Lego men. This is one of my ultimate favourites. This is one I got in Hobbycraft, and it's actually by Gedeo. Is that how you say it? Who knows? But this has got kind of like faceted hearts, normal hearts, teardrops, little tiny hearts. So you could do some really cute earrings, brooches. This ring is from this one, in fact, here. So I've got to do one of those. I'm going to do that one. So pick your glitter. And I always pour in the glitter first. I just think this gives a better effect. I mean, you can pour it in later, totally up to you. And you want to make sure it's evenly distributed. The finer glitter the better, just to get in the little nooks and crannies that you might have. When putting things in resin, resin has a mind of its own, so you could put something in, you think it's beautiful, when you turn it out, it's all gone disastrous. So the more you can do at this stage to try and make sure it's going to be okay, the better. So I'm just going to so just chuck it in. So once you've got your glitter in there, give everything a tap, bit of a shake, to make sure everything's kind of evenly distributed. Same with this one. Shake it up, shake it up. Gloves back on. So glamorous. Oh. Cool. And as you can see, this is almost clear. Ooh, almost clear now. This table is covered in resin, but remember to put something down, because don't do it on the carpet. I've ruined many clothes and things by covering them in resin. Okay, so you've got a few options here. You can pour, or you can kind of scoop and drop. I like to pour for some of the bigger ones, like these. And I would probably fill about half on something of that depth, just because, I mean, that's so deep. You don't want like some massive thing if you're making necklaces or something. Remember as well that the resin needs to seep through, so I always do kind of one go round everything and then come back and double check that it's the depth that I would like. Make sure it gets in all the nooks and crannies. Okay, once you've done that, just go round and make sure everything is covered okay. Especially like little arms on these men, they're a bit funny. Then you just want to sit and wait for, you'll see kind of the air bubbles coming to the surface, so you want to have a look, and if there's any you can pop, you need to do that. So I usually sit here for a couple of minutes doing that. Get rid of the worst ones. Cool. So I'm going to put that straight in the bin. My gloves as well. Ooh. You don't want to get resin on your skin because it's really itchy. So, you're done. Absolutely done. You need to store these somewhere dry, somewhere warm. Maybe put a cover over them for dust. If you've got animals or children, definitely out of the way of those. This is a very dangerous substance. So you're going to leave these for 24 hours, which I know is a very long time. Oh. So just go away, go about your business. Then tomorrow you get to have a present, which is just fabulous in my eyes. A resin present. And you get to see if it's worked, and then we can unthing them. If it hasn't worked, I'll do another video on that, but I would just leave it for a bit longer, especially if it's colder. So we'll leave it there, and I'll come back tomorrow to see if they're done. Thank you for watching part 1 of the resin tutorial. Part 2 will be up as soon as possible to show you the unmoulding of your resin. Please subscribe to my channel down below, and also check out www.theseglitteryhands.com for loads more craft tutorials and lots of fun. See you soon. Bye.